I'm back, baby.
No, we're not doing this. No. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you and your shitty ass fucking game. They're not even real. Like this game. How does a game like this get past Q&A testers? It's awful.
Dentenshi Reinhardt.
The Internet King is here. Now I know that Duke Nukem Forever is a bad game. I cannot stress enough how bad of a game Duke Nukem Forever is. I know it went through a 12 years development cycle, but there is no excuse for how bad it turned out to be. It doesn't matter how many master bakers you use in a brownie experiment. If they're overcooked, they're overcooked. But unlike brownies, there's nothing sweet about this game. Duke Nukem is the prime example why not to keep a game in development hell for so long. I could explain the history of this hell, but it's a bunch of he said, she said, and in the end, Gearbox and 2K Games ended up with the Duke, and despite an impressive track record with the Bioshocks and the Borderlands, the final product turned out to be amazingly disastrous. Almost everything about Duke Nukem Forever is poorly implemented, dated, and just plain wonky. I think the worst part about this game is finding where's the best place to start biting into this rotten apple. It's been some time since our brave hero of the free world has fought against the forces of intergalactic evil and has decided to enjoy the peaceful life of frolicking in the meadows and reciting peaceful poetry by the gentle rapids of the riverside. It says it all here. Right in this story. Right here. Ah, fuck it. Aliens have invaded and it's up to Duke to save the world. A cliche but classic story. Now let me start off by saying that a game doesn't need a good story to be good. That's just one of my catchphrases, you know? But goddamn is this story awful. It's boring. Everything, everyone, everywhere is boring. Duke sounds like his voice actor phoned his lines in. The supporting cast features no one memorable of any mention. Goddamn. Even Dark Souls with its almost non-existing story manages a few memorable characters here and there that spout off one-liners about the sun or something crazy. Duke Nukem tries to be funny and falls flat on its face into its crotch trying to make you laugh. It's painfully not funny to the point where you actually feel bad for the guy. The gameplay is almost nothing special to write home about. While it attempts to do things differently, it barely ever works as intended. The aiming is off. Really, it's hard to describe, so here's the best way to explain it. When you aim in the game, it feels like you only aim in 4 directions versus a fluid 8-way direction like most first-person shooters. It's terrible trying to line up and shoot only to miss because of its wonky peanut butter chunky controls. While we're at it, fuck chunky peanut butter too. You know, Duke himself is also a bit of a letdown. Why? Because instead of finding health and armor pickups, developers thought it was a great idea to give Duke regenerating health and limit his weapon holding capabilities to modern standards. And to upgrade that health, you have to partake in boring-ass, mundane minigames, like playing a terrible version of pinball or mashing buttons to lift weights. Look, Duke. If I wanted to work out, I'd go outside instead of following these highly unrealistic expectations your alpha male dominance pushes upon me. Due to inconsistent bad level design, the enemies will pop at you with no rhyme or reason, and damn is it annoying that the enemies will straight pulverize Duke Nukem to his knees like a helpless wimp. This aspect of the game easily pisses me off because it's a shit on the iconic character himself. Duke Nukem is supposed to be a badass who takes bullets like a champ, but ooh, 1 or 2 shots and Duke Nukem's down like a chump. Oh, Duke, what else could you do to let us down even more? How about them graphics? Let me start off by saying, I will applaud this game for having more than 2 colors on screen. I'm serious here, folks. Some of the environments can look decent, but a majority of the time, the graphics turn inconsistent in the worst way. Some textures look pre-E3 7th gen, and others can look something out of the PS2 era.
And fuck Duke Vision. Every time I have to use this ear-shattering baby T-Rex blinding mode, I want to take the disc out of my 360 and throw it across the wall Sonic Boom style.
Sound and music? If that's what you can call it. There really is no sound or music to speak of, other than the forgettable theme song. It's a really sad day when I can better remember generic movie game, the game movie score, better than the bland, generic sound effects and music of Duke Nukem Forever.
I hate this game enough. And you know what? I think this game is worse.
Oh, and this has been Dentenshi. Love the ugly, 'cause when all these developers, companies, gamers are full of hate, someone has to spread the love. Peace.